I was just curious, what's the consensus concerning Logan Paul? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I believe in Logan Paul. I've been a fan of Logan Paul ever since WrestleMania 37, when he made his debut. Logan Paul has all of the attributes that you need to be a professional wrestler. This is why he's been so good in a short amount of time. At WrestleMania 39, Logan Paul had a match against now World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and it was one of the best matches on the entire card. I wanted to point out that match because Seth Rollins has been on fire in terms of WrestleMania over the past few years. So think about how much confidence the WWE has in Logan Paul to throw him in the ring with one of the best wrestlers in the company in his second year with the WWE. That speaks volumes and says everything that needs to be said. Even though I wasn't a fan of this tag team match, it still showed the confidence that the company has in Logan Paul, because he's the guy that they entrusted to have a match with a celebrity. Those are the type of things that go into a decision like that. Can you trust the talent to walk a celebrity through an entire match? And Logan Paul had a couple of big spots involving this celebrity. The WWE definitely does a lot of foolish things, but one thing they don't do is put celebrities and guests in harm's way. So that means they pick the perfect opponents to ensure these celebrities' safety. Again, this instills and promotes the confidence that the WWE has in Logan Paul, and rightfully so. This man has really knocked it out the park every time he stepped inside of the ring. Even on some of his promos, he's done a great job, and you could tell that he's still getting more and more comfortable with the WWE universe. For somebody who's really just started, this is a huge accomplishment, and it's a major win every time Logan Paul has a match. At WrestleMania 37, as Logan Paul was making his debut, I said to myself that Logan Paul could be a world heavyweight champion if he takes professional wrestling seriously, because at that time, he was just a celebrity and the guest. There have been a few celebrities that have done very well inside of the ring, but what we saw Logan Paul do at WrestleMania 37 was something different. Logan Paul looked right at home when he was competing in that match. He had one spot in particular where he was on the top rope and he taunted the crowd with a little Latino heat, channeling his inner Eddie Guerrero. And it was such a small detail. But if you know me by now, it's the small details that make the biggest impact. The way that was executed, I saw a wrestling star, because I saw a guy that understood the business of professional wrestling. He understood the key thing that a lot of the wrestlers don't understand, and that's the entertainment value of professional wrestling. That's the one nuance that separates guys from just being wrestlers to being superstars. A second ago, I talked about FTR, and there are two guys that suffer from this nuance, because as good as those two guys are in the ring, they don't have that entertainment value that Logan Paul brings to the table. So for a lot of wrestling fans, hearing FTR being compared to a Logan Paul would be complete blasphemy. And I understand. But when we're talking about professional wrestling that Vince McMahon helped to create, it's either all or nothing. It's no in between. You can't just be a good wrestler. You have to be an entertainer, and you have to be a star. This is why the red carpet was rolled out for Logan Paul from the beginning, because I highly doubt that there's two people on the WWE roster that has the type of following that Logan Paul has. Even off that alone, the influence equals true power, and that's what Logan Paul has in the WWE. Logan Paul has his own sports drink, and he was the first company that the WWE allowed to have a logo in the center of the ring. This is another one of those things that might seem like a small detail to a lot of people. Having Prime Sports Drink be the first logo in the center of a WWE ring, that was a historic moment. And it furthermore acknowledges the type of impact that Logan Paul has in the WWE. So I'm going to end this by repeating something that I said earlier and something that I first said at WrestleMania 37. Logan Paul is going to be a world heavyweight champion in the WWE. And there's no need to rush. I'm pretty sure that this is about to sound crazy, but I just want everybody to pay real close attention. Don't be surprised if one day Cody Rhodes is passing the torch to Logan Paul.